This is a weather alert. You are watching 13 on your side.
We could just smell it, and then I noticed, like, as soon as I breathed in, I could just inhale some of it and noticed.
A common experience for people all around West Michigan today as smoke from Canadian wildfires settled in over much of the state.
This is video of downtown Grand Rapids taken about 3 o'clock this afternoon. Earlier in the day, the city was listed as having the worst air quality in the country. That is no longer the case. Chicago is now listed as having the worst air quality in the world.
Let's take a look now at our live tower cams from Ford International Airport to Walker to Muskegon. These pictures tell the story of a gray haze blanketing every part of our area.
And not only can you see it, but you can also smell it, as we just heard that from that interview at the beginning of the show. This is an interactive map now. Let's look at that from, okay, you can find an airnow.com gov map. That's an interactive map, and if you see that, red means the air is unhealthy, purple is worse, which is very unhealthy.
Very unhealthy. We have team coverage now. We want to get right to Chief Meteorologist, to our crews in the field, but we're going to start with Chief Meteorologist George Lessons. George, this is a historic day.
Very much so. 43 years of broadcasting and never seen the air this bad here in West Michigan. Here is the air quality map that we currently are showing. You can see that red dot over Grand Rapids is a very unhealthy. This is the second highest, even hazardous over in Waukesha, Wisconsin. I've highlighted that a little bit. That's where the worst air quality is at this moment in time. It is going to improve a little bit. As you saw, a lot of the area with a lot of haze in the air, especially up around Fremont earlier today. Not so bad up around Pentwater, where there's been a little bit of clearing. Visibility is very low, down to about 1.5 miles. Some folks woke up and said, hey, look at the fog outside, and then they smelled it, and it was wildfire smoke. Certainly not a fog, but out at the airport, 1.5 miles visibility. The sun is trying to shine through that haze. 74 degrees right now, similar along the lake shore, 74 with 2-mile visibility. It's not great out on Lake Michigan. You can't see very far as well, only 69 there at Holland State Park. The good news is we're going to start to lose a little bit of this haze overnight tonight, so it'll turn from smoky to hazy, but some of that smoke's going to return later on tomorrow evening and into Thursday. We'll talk about some storms that may happen Thursday night and the all-important holiday weekend in just a few minutes.
Chief Meteorologist George Lessons here in the Weather Center. For good reason, you're not going out to the weather deck. And also, I remember it was just about 24 hours ago where you handed me a mask and said, we may need this tomorrow, and boy, were you right.
When I was talking to Juliet as well yesterday afternoon, I said, today was going to be unlike anything you've ever seen before
it's
here.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's just crazy how much the smoke from the Canadian wildfires has made it down into our area. A little bit of an improvement, though, coming our way. A little bit. But right now, 13 weather ball is red. Tomorrow, even warmer weather ahead, and you may still need your mask here tomorrow. That's view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. Air quality alert still extended into tomorrow for not only all of the state of Michigan, but much of the Midwest. These Canadian wildfires are occurring up in Canada, and there's no way to get to them. There are no roads, there are no lakes that you can land a plane in and douse them with water, so the only way that they go out is from Mother Nature. Hourly air quality, I don't know if you can see this very well, but this is right around noon when it peaked, but we're up in the 200 and 300 range, and that is in the very unhealthy category. And you can see a lot of that smoke particle matter. We call that PM 2.5 or 10. That's the size of the air particles, and they are just off the chart. Temperatures, though, are recovering after skies are starting to clear on out from the clouds. We're up into the mid-70s now. We'll feel up a few more degrees as those clouds move on out, but still kind of a humid day, upper 50s to near 60, and anytime it gets to around 60, it is very humid. But all the clouds are moving on out. We got just that haze left in the air, and that haze is going to kind of go a little bit better here tomorrow as the winds are out of the north. But as high pressure moves overhead here tomorrow, the air is going to be very stagnant, still a little bit of lingering smoke, and you can see that smoke heading southward overnight tonight. Tomorrow morning should be just hazy with some clear skies. And then as the winds turn around back to the south on Wednesday night into Thursday, we're going to see a return to some of that smoke. So we're not going to be out of this pattern until during the day on Friday. Then we're going to turn our eyes on a couple of systems heading in our direction. We'll see mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies here tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, there's going to be an area of some thunderstorms that develop right along the Wisconsin Minnesota border, and that may bring a thunderstorm to the area, especially south of Grand Rapids, and that would be later on Thursday night, Friday morning. So we're in a marginal risk for severe weather, and of course we will update that. Again, that will be Thursday night, Friday morning. Long range outlook, high chances will be warm for the 4th of July during that 5-day period, and higher chances that we may see 1 or 2 thunderstorms. I'm thinking on the night, very late on the 4th of July night through the 5th. Along the lakeshore, we have that beach hazard alert to this evening for 4 to 6 foot waves, but they'll go down to nearly calm to 1 by daybreak. So a much better day tomorrow with some beach action going on. Hazy skies north around Ludington and Hart, you'll hit 50. Smoke this evening from Muskegon, Holland, and South Haven South, you'll be in the mid-50s. Northern zones, upper 40s, low 50s elsewhere. Your skies will be more hazy than smoky. We'll be smoky here this evening in the greater Grand Rapids area. Overnight lows in the low and mid-50s. 13 on your side forecast. We've highlighted Thursday with that marginal risk Thursday night through Friday morning, but dry during the day Friday. Pretty good chance of some showers and storms Saturday, but the rest of the holiday weekend, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, warming up to the upper 80s. I think we'll see any storms. It'll be very late Tuesday night next week or on Wednesday. Well, the air quality today, certainly not great, but there is a slight improvement to that coming. 13 Weather Ball is red. We have an improvement in our temperatures as well. Warmer weather ahead, and this view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. Temperatures are, for the highs, are the current readings outside as skies have becoming sunny, but still a lot of smoke in the air. 74 so far. It does not meet our criteria for being on a target. We had 13 days in a row up through today. Here's the dog walking forecast. This is for Becky and Marvin to take Hattie out for a walk here this evening. Not a great evening, though. I'm going to give you the red paw because of the smoke, but a green paw in the morning. There we go. We got Hattie's name and our second 15 minutes worth of fame. In terms of our weather, we're looking at the sunshine returning to West Michigan, but the haze continues. So we have another air quality alert day coming up during the day tomorrow. This is where the heaviest smoke is right now. This is expected to thin on out to just haze later on this evening and overnight. So we get a little bit of a break here tomorrow. Nonetheless, the air quality will not that great. And then as winds turn around more to the south here tomorrow night and during the day Thursday, here we go, the air quality will not be as bad as it was today during the day on Thursday. Out on Lake Michigan here tomorrow, virtually flat waves, unlike this evening. No swimming this evening. You'll be able to do that during the day tomorrow, but there will be an increase to our cloud cover. As far as our forecast then for tomorrow, air quality alert, upper 70s north, around 80 plus from Muskegon southward with just hazy skies, around 80 plus from Baldwin all the way down through Greenville, and here in the greater Grand Rapids area we'll be in the low 80s, topping out around 83, but the air will be nearly calm. 13 on your side forecast. A late night thunderstorm Thursday night put us in a marginal risk for severe weather as we hit the upper 80s. Best chance for showers and storms will come on Saturday. After that, it'll be humid through the 4th of July with warming temperatures.